So day 2 of our site-specific project, Sturchley Baths, follow-on evaluation. So today, because Hannah was off in the last lesson, we started off our session teaching her the small movement sequence and filling her in and showing her our brainstorm, and she was able to give any input and feedback into what she thought we could do with obviously the idea and branching out, just giving her input. So then we got into showing her the actual movement piece, and after she picked it up, because it's fairly simple, she picked it up fairly quickly. We all worked as a group and helped each other, and we then moved on with adding a little bit more. So I like to call us the floor group, which is me, Lance and Aspen. We ended up creating a sort of tribal movement piece as we came up from the floor. As a group, we decided that we liked the effect that it gave because Danny, Hannah and Tal are doing more of a smooth, gentle piece. So we decided that we liked the contrast. And then after a little while of working on that, perfecting it, making sure it's cleaned up and that we've got the time in, because there was an area in that movement sequence where the floor group and the standing group, as we will call them, kind of combined together just to add like a little effect to it, and then we kind of drifted apart again. But then we decided, after having a small catch up, having a little chat after creating our sequences apart and then coming back together as a group, we decided that we needed to come back together at this point, and then we spoke about doing interviews and having the interviews of the people being played over our movement sequences, so we can kind of act out the interview. So that's kind of all that happened in that lesson, but I feel like we moved forward in a group because we was able to get more of an understanding of, you know, where we was going next time. For the next lesson, we knew what we wanted to look at then. So in the next lesson, the aim is to combine back together as one big group and talk about what we want to do with the interviews, where we could put them, and because we have a few sources at the moment, so Hannah's nan and mum actually was at the Sturchley Baths when they was younger, and she said that she could interview them, or we think it would be quite a good idea if someone else in the group interviewed them, just to get away from that relation, and maybe play around with the interview.